Hello, my friends. What is going on? I am Robert with Guitar Journeys. I am happy to announce that I am still alive. I got a new t-shirt to show y'all. It says you can never have, wait a minute, what's that say? Oh, you can never have, and then on the bottom it says too many guitars. All right, cool, man. All right, that's good, that's good. So, everybody, I was not able to make or do a live video on Wednesday like I normally do because I got sick. Yeah. Hey, Marie, could you shut that light up in there, please? It's making a real bad glare over here. So, just shut the, no, just, she shut the wrong switch. Okay, so what happened is I had to replace the faucet in the kitchen because it was leaking severely. I tried fixing it by spraying some WD-40 in it, and it made it worse. So I had to get a new faucet and put the new faucet in. And when I was underneath the sink, upside down, trying to take the old faucet out, I got out of from underneath the sink too fast, and it made me dizzy. That made me dizzy real bad, like sick to my stomach dizzy. So I had to power through it because I had the water shut off to the house. So I had to get the faucet replaced, and so we'd have water. So by the time I got the faucet replaced and got everything all cleaned up, I was feeling pretty sick. I know that's that's part of getting old, man. And I guess, anyways, I got so dizzy that I had to go lay down, and I wasn't able to put on a show, a live video because I was feeling sick, and I was feeling like dizzy. And every time I get up, I'd get dizzy, and I said, "Oh man, I feel terrible. I'm not gonna do anything like that tonight." So there you go. That's my explanation. That's why I wasn't available on Wednesday, because I got dizzy and I felt sick. So that's that. Hey, since I got like 14 people on here right now, I wanted to show you guys something. You see this? You know who that is? Does anybody know who this character is? Oh, that's my new face. Look. Oh, dude. That is Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, that's the man right there. That's the dude. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. My birthday is coming up next week. So, I ordered me some new pedals for my birthday. And this pedal here is called the Mini. This is called the Jimi Hendrix Mini Fuzz Face. So this thing makes a heavy distortion. That's what it does. And it has a good smell to it. I like that. I think it's coming off of this rubber right here, but I like it. And the rubber doesn't stick down like it should. We'll stick it down, maybe put a little glue or something on it. Anyways, this is I thought it would say Jimi Hendrix on it, but it doesn't. Okay, so this is the Jimi Hendrix Fuzz Face distortion. It's like a fuzz. Makes a real heavy distortion. Darn it. Let me get a cough drop real quick. So that's one. That's very cool. All right, that's cool, man. I have not tried them out yet. I just got them a little while ago. The UPS guy dropped them off. So I have not had a chance to take them down and hook them up yet. Okay, here's the other pedal that I ordered. Darn it. Okay, this is the other pedal that I ordered. And this pedal here, so I wanted a reverb pedal and I wanted a delay pedal. So I just typed in on YouTube delay and reverb in one pedal. And I come across this pedal, and there's actually a lot of videos. There was a lot of videos on this pedal. So I watched several videos, and I liked everything that I seen. So this is called the Delverb, and if you want to see what it does, go to YouTube and watch some videos on this pedal. Pretty amazing. It runs about $350. It's got pretty much two pedals in one. This side is the reverb. It gives a reverb is kind of like a wobbly. I'm not saying it makes like a wobbly sound, but that's how you get the reverb. That's one of the reverbs. Is I watched some videos on it. It's like they have like back in the old days they put they actually had a whole room full of these like metal plates, and when you send a signal through it, they like vibrate. So it's like a vibrating kind of sound. Like I said, I do encourage all you guys, or all you people, if you're into this kind of stuff, go to YouTube and watch some videos on this. There's quite a few people that are demoing this foot pedal, and really interesting to watch them go through all the settings. Okay, so one side is the reverb, and the other side is a delay. And there's a lot of different settings on there. And if you see over here, you can play this thing in stereo. And I think honestly that's mainly for like recording. But yeah, I'm anxious to go give them a try. I have all my stuff in my guitar room downstairs. And I probably won't go mess with it tonight because I'll probably have to spend a couple of hours, checking it out. It's amazing. I go downstairs in my guitar room and I get things fired up, my pedal board and my guitar and my stereo and all that, and I get to playing. And it's amazing how fast 2 or 3 hours goes by. I mean, to me, it don't feel like that much time, but it goes fast. Okay, so anyways, that is two pedals that I got, and I'm really anxious to go try them, but I'm gonna wait and do it tomorrow. So I'm trying to build a pedal board. I think right now I got about, I'm gonna say 7 pedals. 7 or 8 pedals. But I don't want to be like a pedal collector. You see these guys that's got, they might have like 4 or 5 fuzz pedals. They might have like 4 or 5, all 4, maybe like more than one of almost every pedal out there. Hey buddy, what's going on? How you doing? I was just showing my new pedals that I just bought. This is the Jimi Hendrix Mini Fuzz Bass. And this one here is called the Delverb. It's got reverb and delay. And go check these out on YouTube. There's a lot of videos on this one here. Well, on both of them. But go check them out later on YouTube. And check and see what they do. So, I think the next thing I'm going to get, I got to get these paid off first. Oh, tomorrow you're going to Miami? Did you go get your dog yet? Or is that where you're going to go get your dog tomorrow? I don't know if the next thing I'm going to get is the wah pedal or not. But real soon I'm going to get me a wah pedal. And I already know what brand I want. I don't know the exact one. You're going to go get her tomorrow? That's cool, dude. That's cool. So I don't know what... I do know the brand. I want to get a Vox. Vox was the brand that originally came out with the wah pedal. They were the ones that... They were the ones that originally came out with the first wah pedal. Vox, V-O-X. They make a lot of equipment. This was like back in the 60s, you know, when they came out with that. But they make amplifiers, pedals. They make a lot of stuff. I don't really think I want to get a mini wah. I think I'd rather have a full size. And I'm not going to skimp on it. When I'm putting together this pedal board, I'm putting it together full blown, man. I'm not skimping out on anything. You know, if a pedal costs a little bit more, then it just take me a little bit longer to pay it off. But I'm not going cheap on anything. I'm looking up all these pedals. I'm watching videos on them. And, yeah. I'm not buying any off-brands. I'm not buying any cheap stuff. I don't plan on buying 4 or 5 of one kind of pedal. I want to buy, when I buy a pedal, I want it to be the best that I can buy, the best that they have. And I buy it one time. Yeah, I was showing these. I showed them earlier, but I'll show it to you. This here is a Jimi Hendrix. This is a Jimi Hendrix mini fuzz face. The original fuzz face that Jimi Hendrix had, and that Stevie Ray Vaughan used, they were probably about 5 inches around, maybe. And I'm thinking that they were that big around because they just set them on the stage, and that way they didn't like tip over. So, but the original ones were really big. Now you can still get them that big, but they're really hard to put on a pedal board, and they take up a lot of space. So, your guitar string broke. That ain't no good. You want to see it? Someone said, let me see it. This is it. I thought it would say Jimi Hendrix somewhere, but it does not. But they have a lot of these. These are called fuzz faces. I think, you know, right, because they look like a face. So they do have a lot of these. There's just a regular, there's a red one. Some of them are made with different transistors. I think they all sound pretty much the same. Yeah, the original ones are bigger, and you can get them bigger. This one's called a mini. It's a Dunlop, yes it is. But yeah, I just got it, you know, a couple hours ago. The UPS guy brought it. I have not hooked it up yet. I'm not gonna hook them up tonight because I'll be down there all night playing around with it and keeping my wife awake. This other pedal. The other pedal that I got is a reverb. It's kind of tight in that box. I just leave them out in case I have to show them again. This one is called the Delverb. So you got reverb on one side and you got delay on the other side. And then they have like 3 settings here and then 3 settings over here. And you can, there's an app, which I've already downloaded the app, but I haven't connected this yet. I needed this in order to, it is made by Ambience Companion. That's the only thing I can see as far as like the company. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on just a second. Universal Audio. That's who makes it. Sorry about that. Universal Audio. See how it has a U and the A over here? But it's a very nice looking pedal. And you can play it through stereo. I'm assuming that that's for when you're recording. You love reverb? Well, I've never owned a reverb. And I'm just starting to build my first pedal board. I'm going to leave these out in case I need to show it again. But like I was saying earlier, I'm not going to skimp out. I got a really super nice Fender medium pedal board. And I bought the Room Engine 12, which is the power supply, also made by Fender. So I started out with a really good foundation, and I already had some pedals. So I had some Boss, which Boss is a very good brand. They make really good pedals that have been around for a lot of years. So like I got a Boss tuner, I got a Boss Blues Driver, the Wazacraft, the more expensive one, which I was really disappointed with that pedal because I just couldn't get a lot out of it. But when I stacked it up with the Ibanez Tube Screamer, oh yeah, man, it's got some power now. And then, so after my Blues Driver, I have a Boss Overdrive Distortion, and that thing's got plenty of power now too. You have the Boss Wazacraft tuner? I don't know if my tuner's a Wazacraft, but the Blues Driver is. But the tuner I have is like, it's just, you know, they've been around for a long time, I'm assuming. I did watch a video on it when I purchased it, and it's supposed to be a really good tuner. Everything that Boss makes is supposed to be really well made and last forever and work really good. Okay, so I got the, let me think. I got the tuner. I got an Ibanez Tube Screamer, turbo. I've got a the Blues Driver, Wazacraft, the Overdrive Distortion, and the Boss Tremolo. Excuse me, guys. The Boss Tremolo is supposed to be another iconic pedal that has been around for a long time. And I also have a Boss Looper. But I kind of wanted to get out of the Boss brand. Yeah, I got the green one. It worked really nice. I can say that it does work good. But I kind of wanted to get away from the Boss and kind of venture out there and see, you know, what other brands are out there. Let's see, what was I going to say here? I found a pedal today. Oh, okay, I know what I was going to say. All right, so have you heard of the pedal Analog Man, the King of Tone? It has a waiting list of about 9 years. Right? I know that's so crazy, man. From what I understand is it takes 2 years just to get an email back to say that you're on the list. Okay, so they have, modern technology, and you know how people are going to try to make a pedal better than that pedal, right? So I done a little research today, and I found a pedal. That's supposed to be, let me see, I took a screenshot, hang on. Where happens that thing? Is that it? Yeah. I'm really not for sure who this Sean Tubbs is. I guess he's a guitarist. I'd have to go look that up. But this pedal is called the Tilt. Oh, that's a screenshot. I'm over here trying to tap on it. That's what it looks like. Called the Tilt. And I watched one video and the guy said that he had the King of Tone. And when he got this pedal, he actually sold his King of Tone because this pedal was so much better. So I figure 9 years. It's a long time, man, to wait to buy a pedal. You see clones, yeah. Well, the guy that they assigned to my account on Sweetwater, he did tell me that there was a couple of pedals out there that were clones of the Analog Man that would work just as good, if not better. And I'm gonna try this other one, I think. We'll see what happens. I had to pay these ones off first. This one here is the most expensivest pedal I've ever bought. It was $350. But I definitely think it'll be worth the money. If you like reverb, it has the spring, the plate, and the hull. And if you hook it up to the, you hate Sweetwater. That ain't good, dude. If you hook this up to the app, there's supposed to be more settings. I kind of like Sweetwater. I mean, they've done me right so far. I kind of like bouncing between Sweetwater and Guitar Center. So, yeah, I mean, they're both about the same. I like Sweetwater more because they get the packages. When you order something, they get it right out the same day. So a couple of days later, it's at your house. Yeah, they're all this. They are. When I lived in Colorado, we had a Guitar Center. And if you go down to the Guitar Center, there's a bunch of guys sitting in there playing guitars. Yeah. Well, they've kind of changed things up a little bit at Sweetwater. This time when I ordered, I had to choose who I wanted to ship it. FedEx cost money, and UPS was free. So of course I went with the free one, UPS. I'm not in a hurry, man. I mean, as long as it gets here, I think it was 4 days maybe. I'm fine with that. Yeah, they changed things up a little bit. It used to be when you ordered from Sweetwater, it just automatically went to FedEx and they delivered it free. But this was a little bit different. And the time before that, I didn't get a choice, but they shipped it standard mail. So, and that took them forever. I did. The guy called me and said, "How do you like the pedal you ordered?" And I said, "It hasn't gotten here yet." And he said, "That's weird, man. Usually things get there quicker." And I said, "Yeah, I don't know what's happening, man, but I did get an email from the standard mail saying that it was on its way." But I watched a video one time. Hang on just a second. I watched a video one time where this guy was complaining about the candy, right? And I thought to myself, I don't think it's right that you're complaining about the candy, you know? I mean, who else sends you a little bag of candy, right? And to go on, make a video complaining about the candy, I don't know. That seemed a little crazy to me. Just don't answer, man. That's what I do. I got the guy's, I got like the Sweetwater number and my sales rep. I got the numbers in my phone. So when it shows up like Matt or Sweetwater and I don't want to talk to him, I just don't answer it. They just leave a little voicemail and I don't call them back. Yeah, it honestly is a little bit of a pain in the butt that they do that. But like I said, I just, if I don't feel like talking to them, I just don't answer the phone. But anyways, yeah. So what are you guys up to tonight? What are you doing, man? What your name is Gretchen Wheeler? Do you like Gretsch guitars or something? Is that where that's coming from? I think I'm just gonna set these in here. When I lived in Colorado, they had a couple of different guitar stores in Fort Collins. No? Gretchen? Do you like Gretchen? But the store that I bought my Taylor in was actually bigger than not Sweetwater, but bigger than Guitar Center. And like I say, when you go into these guitar stores, and there's a bunch of guys in there. Hey, what's going on, man? I think I do remember you. I remember that name. But it was kind of crazy. You go in there and there's 4 or 5 guys in there hooked up to amplifiers and pedals, and they're all in there jamming out. And there was a guy on the drums, and they're just like, some of them could play pretty good. Some of them weren't that very good, but they go in there and just literally to play different instruments. I don't think I'd like that if I owned that store. I'd tell them, if you're not gonna buy something, get out of here, man. You're not gonna sit there and scratch up all my guitars before I sell them. Out here, where I live right now, I am about, from here to Wichita is about 2 hours maybe. So I'm about 2 hours away from a Guitar Center. There's one guitar store about, I think Great Bend's about 35 miles. I don't know. I don't remember if he had guitars to sell. I think he had some used ones, but it's a pretty small guitar store. So what's going on, man? You guys talk to me. Tell me what's going on. You guys playing any guitar tonight? Got any shows you're gonna put on? All right, guys. Y'all getting pretty quiet on me. So give me something to work with here. Give me something to work with. I'm going to have to get my guitar out. Have you guys ever seen my travel guitar? Uh-oh, we got no people. No people. It's crazy. There were like 18 people, and then it just went like down to no people. All right, guys. Hey, I got some big news for y'all. I made it over 600 hours. So making my little live videos is working. And I don't want to get monetized until I turn 65. And I'll be 63 next week. So I have 2 years to get 4,000 watch hours. Hopefully that'll work out about perfect. But I don't want it to mess up my Social Security. If you make too much money, they take your Social Security away from you. And I don't want it to do that. All right, hang on, y'all. I'll be right back. There's no people. We'll make a little noise. We'll make a little noise. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me see this. Gretchen left. I think Gretchen is a woman. I think so. I can't. Well, the picture, they got a picture here, but you can't really see like what it is. I was thinking it was a guy, but I think maybe it's a woman. This is a song I've been practicing for a long time. It's called Hey There, Delilah. It's not easy to play. It looks super easy. When you watch the guy that wrote the song play it, it looks super easy. But when you go to play it yourself, it's not that easy. Oh, something I gotta tell y'all, or I gotta stop saying you all. I'm gonna sound like Kelly Clarkson. When you're playing in front of people, and you make a mistake, it is so hard to not make a face. I call it my mistake face, right? I'm literally trying to not make any kind of a facial expression when I make a mistake. I've been told that a lot of times when you're playing and you make a mistake, that if you don't express it in your face or say something, that the people that are watching you won't really notice it. Sometimes they just won't notice that you made a mistake. So I'm trying really hard not to go like or oh, right? So Monday I was putting on a show, and I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened. I was having a bad like beginning of the show, like the first couple of songs. It was taking me a while to get over the nerves. and taken me a while to get like into the songs and into playing. You know, nothing wanted to work. My fingers didn't want to work. My eyes didn't want to work. You know, the songs going by on my iPad and I just didn't, for some reason, my brain just wasn't clicking. And I made a mistake. Like, I don't know, I hit a C instead of a G. It was a pretty noticeable mistake, right? And I went, oh, that stinks. It was something like that, you know? And then I told myself, I got to keep playing, you know, because you're in front of people and the song's playing and you got to keep playing. But I'm telling myself, like, as I'm playing, I'm telling myself, man, you got to get over this. You know, you've got to learn not to express it, that you made a mistake. Because I looked out there at the people, right? And they didn't know that I made a mistake. So, yeah, it's really hard to not show it with some kind of an expression that you made a mistake. Try it. You think it's not true, but it's true. You'll be like this and you'll go like that and you'll go, right? You just got to keep your face like, oh yeah, I meant to do that. That's okay. I meant it. I meant to do that. I did it on purpose. Oh, you want to see what I'm doing up here? This is why it's so hard. This is a D like this. This is a F sharp minor. And then over here, you're just doing it with your fingers. Let's try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. Anyways, I thought it was going to be such an easy song. I actually was better at it at one time. I actually played it at a show a couple of times. And then I kind of quit practicing it. And then I got like not as good as I was. Oh man, I'll tell you, playing the guitar is rough. Okay, so see, that's why I like playing the blues music, because that kind of music right there is hard. It's hard, you know. You have to learn it, practice it, and like really practice it a lot before you're any good at, or before you're good enough to play it in front of people. So the blues music is just basically playing like chords. Okay, that's your chords, right? That's pretty. I don't like people to say certain things are easy because it might be easy for some people and hard for someone else. So I don't like saying that that's pretty easy because I don't want people to be offended and say I can't do that. It's not easy. Okay, so I would say that's fairly easy for me, but I've been playing for a few years, so that kind of stuff right there is a lot easier than going. That is A Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd. And Lynyrd Skynyrd was they are one of my favorite groups. They're Southern rock, and Southern rock has a lot of blues influence in their music and their songwriting and the way they play. But a lot of your Lynyrd Skynyrd songs are very hard to play. There's just a lot going on, right? I do like the blues better when you're just playing some chords and then you just do a little solo. So for those of you that are guitar players and you don't know the pentatonics, I mean, that's cool. If you can play the guitar without knowing the pentatonic boxes, more power to you. But I highly recommend that you learn how to play the pentatonics. And that is your roadmap. On a guitar, that's your roadmap, okay? As long as you stay in the pentatonic boxes, you will never hit a wrong note. So when you're soloing, especially when you're playing loud, when you hit a clunker, everyone's gonna hear that. I promise you, everyone that's listening to you will hear that. But when you play in the pentatonic boxes, And it takes a lot of years to practice the pentatonic boxes. And you have to learn when you're playing a minor and when you're playing a major. There's a big difference. The sound difference between a major and a minor is big. It doesn't sound big when you're doing it. But when you're playing, when you're playing a major song and you start soloing in a minor, it doesn't match as good. You can do it, and most people won't notice a difference, but you will notice a difference. You will notice. When you play in a major sound, you're playing a major song in a major sound, it goes better. It sounds better. That's a major. This is a minor. Hear that? This is a minor. This is a major. It's really pretty simple. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say simple. When you know the basics, after you learn the basics, the formula to make a minor and a major is pretty simple. When you start with this finger here, and you go this way, that's a minor. When you start with this finger, and you go this way, it is a major. I will give you an example. If you start here on the A, okay, with this finger, and you go right here, like that's box 1 in a minor. Okay, take that same A and put your pinky there, okay? That is an A major. There you got your pinky on. Down here on the A, this is let's do it on the G, it's easier to see. This is a G. If you use this finger and you go this way, we're gonna do a box 3, okay? With this finger on the G, the second on the B string, on the 8th fret, okay? This is a box 3. That's a minor. That's a G minor box 3. Take this pinky, put it on the same note, and do your box 3 going that way. That's the difference with the major and the minor. It takes a lot of years of practice to get these, get your fingers where you can go through these boxes and then get it in your brain when you're playing a major and when you're playing in a minor. Mike, my brother, what's up? I was just talking about doing a minor and a major. Takes a lot of practice, man. All right, Mike. So you're a pedal man. I got me some pedals today. My birthday's next week. I'm trying to build me a pedal board. So I figured I'm gonna take advantage of that birthday. And I got me a, do you know what that is? The Mini Fuzz Face. A Jimi Hendrix Mini Fuzz Face. Have not plugged them in yet. The UPS. That little piece of rubber right there don't stick down there very good. I'm gonna have to get some, maybe get some glue and play that. Oh, fuzzy, yeah, buddy. Nice, thank you. This was the big boy right here. This was the big boy. This was a little pricey. The Delburb. Have you seen this pedal yet? This has the reverb and the delay both in one pedal, so it's like having two pedals in one. Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. It is beautiful. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing plugged in and playing with it, but it's already 8 o'clock here. I would be 10 or 11 o'clock before I quit playing with it. But go watch some videos if you have time and you're interested. Go watch some videos on YouTube of this pedal. It's pretty impressive. And it has, from what I understand, that you can connect this to an app, and on that app it has more settings. So like right here it has the spring 65, the plate 140, and the hull 224. And then on the delay it has the tape EP 3, analog DMM, and the precision. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing around with this thing. And then you can record this. I'm pretty sure it's for recording, where you can play it in stereo. This thing is $350, and I'm not saying that to brag about it, but I'm just letting you know, for like price wise, that's how much this pedal cost. Oh yeah, man. Well, anytime I go downstairs, that's where my music room is, my guitar room. Anytime I go down there and pick up the guitar, it's at least a 2-hour ride. I hardly ever am there just for an hour. I mean, and time goes by so fast, man. I'll go down there like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and next thing I know, my wife's pulling up in the driveway, and she don't get off work until 3. And she usually gets home about 3:30. So that's 2.5 hours that goes by like boom. Usually after she comes home, I shut her down. So I don't want her feeling like I'm not spending any time with her. Women are very delicate, man. You got to really know how to, like work, work things so everybody's happy. Because then you have to go, oh, you'll never spend no time with me. You're always spending all your time downstairs. Or you never talk to me. All you want to do is play your guitar. Uh-oh, we got a woman in here. She's probably like, yeah, you asshole. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sorry, you might be a little kid. I'm sorry, I can't see your picture too good. Sorry about that. Um, that's right, brother. You gotta finesse that stuff. You gotta know how to work it, man. You gotta keep everybody happy. You gotta keep those guitars happy. You gotta keep the wife happy. I don't really like doing yard work that much, but it has to be done, right? So I'm out there just mowing, you know, and trimming and everything, and I'm thinking, dang, I could be inside playing my guitar, man. That's just stinks. I'm gonna spray all that grass and kill it off, so I don't have to mow nothing. So I'm actually talking to my wife about selling the house. Not right away, maybe in about 3 years. I would really like to get rid of this house and rent. I don't know if it's going to work though to rent an apartment, because I like to play my music loud and I like to play my guitar loud, so I don't know how good that's going to work. But I really want to get somewhere where I don't have to do any work outside. You know, if it snows, someone else takes care of it. If the roof blows off, it ain't my problem. You know, that's the landlord's problem. That ain't my problem. The yard needs mowed. That ain't up to me. That kind of deal, you know. I told my brother-in-law that I wanted to sell the house and move into like some kind of a rental, so I didn't have all the I don't want to do all the work, and I don't want to be responsible for everything. And he said, shit, why don't you just move into a nursing home? Oh, crap. Well, you want to see the exercise I do to strengthen up my pinky? I go like this. And that's really tricky to do that. Then I do it all the way through the neck, clear up here at the top. Well, they say that's the bottom, but we know it's the top. But that's the thing that I do with that, and then like this. But that's the kind of exercises I do. Pinky hammer on. I got to where I can bend pretty good with that pinky. Let's see. But yeah, a lot of times when I'm sitting around, I just do stuff like that. Oh, that's oh, that's harder. That's harder to do than it looks. So did you put any floors in today, Mike? Did you build anything? Man, I wish you lived closer to me. I'm a set-down guitar player. You know it. That's good, man. That's good. At least you're out there working. I can tell you something about work, man. If you're not working, you're not making no money. So I was in business for myself for a little over 20 years. Oh, you see the van sitting in the driveway? Well, I did have more than one van. So my son was in one van, but normally if my van's in the driveway, I ain't making no money. You know that when my son did start taking the other van, then that wasn't always true, because I was inside on the phone. But when I just had one van, you could tell when my van was in the driveway, I wasn't making no money that day. You don't make no money sitting at home. Now I kind of forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I'm a sit-down guitar player. I'm an old guy. I got a bad back. I got a bad neck. I could stand up and play. Well, for one, I learned how to play sitting down. So I would have to learn how to play standing up. That's just the honest truth. But I'd only be good for about one song, because it just kills my back to stand up with a guitar. So I have a box. I have a couple of them. I use one when I go out to play, and then I have one in my guitar room. I have a box that I put my feet on. I sit down and I put my feet. I got a little stool that I got my feet on right now. But when I have my feet on a stool or a box, I can lean back. When my back starts bothering me, I can lean back, and then I can play like that. Okay, I'm gonna build a box. It's not a quite full box, but it's a stand for my pedal board. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna go on top of my box. With very minimal clearance. Maybe like this much clearance. So I don't want it sticking up too high, but it's gonna go kind of over the top of my box, so I can set my pedal board on top of that. And I bought some wood at Menards that is aspen. It was a little bit more expensive than just pine. I'm assuming that the aspen is a harder wood, maybe. I'm not real sure about that. But I've got so a 1x6 was not high enough, and a 1x8 is too high. So I've got to take it on the table saw and cut off about maybe, I'm thinking maybe an inch or so. And then I'm going to build this board, and I don't want to really have like screw holes in it, or holes, you know, that I shot in there with the stapler, you know, like a, oh, I forget the name of it now, but the little nails, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna have to get me some wood clamps, and I'm gonna just try to glue it. But if I had a guide like you, 7 is a lucky number. 7's a lucky number. Oh, I got you on the inches. I got you, dude. I got you. I got you. It probably is going to come out about 7 inches. I'm going to have to measure both of my boxes and make sure that it clears both of the boxes. But I want to make it look really nice. You know, I want everything cut even. Oh, yeah, the brad nails. Yeah, that's what it is, the brad nails. But I really want to put it together with, like, just glue. What it's going to be is the front and then 2 sides. And then I'm going to make like a little rack on the top and bring it down about maybe a 1/2 inch. And then the pedal board's going to set down on top of that rack. But it won't be able to move because it's going to be, you know, in there. I don't want to make it like real heavy, because I'm going to have to put it like in a pedal board bag and take it. Right now, what I'm going to do, I don't know if you've seen any of my new videos, but so I have this little box. I think you might have seen it before, that blue box. And I put some Velcro on there, and I've been putting some pedals on it. But things ain't working out too good, man. I'm not getting the sound that I want to get. When I listen to myself playing, when I'm putting on a show, I'm not getting the sound that I am looking for. I'm not happy with the sound that I'm getting. So what I've been doing is playing through my JBL speaker. I got the music coming out of that speaker, and I got my guitar coming out of that speaker. So I kind of figured out that what I need to do is run my guitar out of an amplifier. Okay, I'm going to run the music out of the Bluetooth speaker, and then I'm going to run my guitar into a small amp. I have a really nice 15-watt practice amp. It's really nice, so it has a lot of settings on it that, you know, a lot of your littler amps don't have. Like, it's got a presence, it's got a hookup for a microphone, headphones. It's just a really nice little amp. So I'm gonna do that. Next Saturday I have another show, and I'm gonna, for the first time, I'm gonna take an amplifier and the speaker, and I'm gonna have them running out separate. I think I've been practicing with it at home, and I think, I mean, it definitely sounds better coming out of that amplifier. So I think that's the route that I'm going to start doing. And then I'm already looking at different speakers, because I don't know if you ever seen one of those 310 party boxes. That thing weighs like 40 some pounds. I looked it up and it said 38 pounds, and I said, well, that's a real heavy 38 pounds. I'll tell you that for sure. Because it's a big speaker. And it is heavy. It's heavy for me to pick it up and carry it out to the car. So I'm looking at some speakers. Have you ever heard of the brand EV? I think it's called Electro Voice. Have you ever heard of that brand? They have speakers big enough to do like concerts. And I Googled it, and I was really shocked. They've been around since, I think, the 50s. 50s or 60s. This company's been around. Let me check it out real quick. It's called EV Voice Speakers. Let me see. I don't know if it's going to say that here or not. Professional audio loudspeakers for 90 years. They've been around for 90 years. Yeah, you've heard of them. Oh, you got some of them. Wow, okay, dude. You like them? I've been watching a couple of videos, or a few videos on the speakers. Heavy magnets. Well, the one guy said that he had about 12 different speakers lined up in the line, you know, that he had. I don't know why he bought all these speakers. He's kind of an older guy, but on this YouTube video, he had all these different brands. And the two brands that came out, okay, that's interesting. But the two brands that came out that he liked the most are the two brands that I've been looking at. One is the Mackie. My wife just freaked the crap out of me, dude. She's up on the porch, but she didn't go out the front door. She went out the back door, but she's on the front porch. And I'm like, whoa, who the heck is on my front porch? It's my wife. She's out there watering her flowers. But I've been looking at the Mackie speakers, Mackie Thump. And I've been looking at the EVs. The EVs are a little bit more expensive, but they're the only speaker, and I'm just saying this because of this video I watched. The only speaker that has a 3-year warranty. Most of them have a 1 year. So I don't think that you're gonna mess that speaker up in 3 years, to be honest with you. You know, they're kind of smart for doing that, because how are you gonna mess up a Bluetooth speaker, man, unless you mess it up yourself, right? But what I want to do is get a couple of those 12-inch, because I don't want to have to add a woofer, but I want to get a couple of those 12-inch speakers, Bluetooth speakers. And you know, say I'm doing a nursing home, I will take one speaker, put it on a stand, and then play with a small amplifier. That's good. You can't go wrong. Right on, bud. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. It did come in #1 on that guy's video. He definitely said that that speaker was his #1 pick. But if I play a nursing home, I take in one speaker, I take in a small amplifier. They're always complaining that I'm playing too loud. Okay, it's hard to play real quiet. For me, it's just harder. You have to be more delicate, more, like you said, finesse, you know? When you're playing louder, you could just bang it out, man. Turn on, crank it up, and jam. But they're always coming up and telling me, hey, can you turn it down a little bit? Heck no, I can't do that. Funner, louder is funner, okay? Just let the old people have a good time, man. I'm over here jamming. Get the heck away from me. But, okay, so one speaker on a stand, a little amp, that's plenty good for a nursing home. And then I just take like a couple of pedals, you know, the Tube Screamer, maybe the last time I took the compressor pedal and the Tube Screamer, but I don't think I had the compressor pedal set right. So, and I mean, I was really new to it, you know. I'm more used to it now. I found that sweet spot, you know, where the settings are. So compressor, Tube Screamer, and then the Blues Driver for like when I solo. It's not loud enough. I know that shit's right, man. It's going to be a lot different playing through the amplifier. And I think that is really going to make a difference. Even on my videos, you're going to hear a big difference. When I'm sitting there playing and I'm listening to everything, I'm thinking to myself, it doesn't sound as good as I'd like for it to sound. And it's those little things where you mute it with your palm. You know, like how you, things like that. I can't hear that. When everything's coming out of one speaker, I can't hear that. So I don't really use the palm muting as much because it's hard for me to hear when everything's coming out of one speaker. But when I put that amplifier next to me, I can hear everything. So I know it's going to make a big difference. Do you ever do any street performing? I've been trying to learn the Star Spangled Banner. You did when you were younger in the subway. Whoa, that's way cool. Oh, that's right. You're from New York, right? So I've been trying to learn the Star Spangled Banner. So when I got my fuzz face, I could, let it rip. And I'm trying to play this the other day at the very beginning of my, oh yeah, Chicago. I'm sorry, brother. That's right, I remember now. Chicago Blues, man. You like Buddy Guy? Buddy Guy's got a new album out. And one of the songs is something about Chicago Blues. It's a really cool album, man. I mean, I'm really impressed. That guy's almost 90 years old. Blues on top. Check it out, man. Check out the Buddy Guy's new album. You'll like it. If you're into blues music or you like Buddy Guy, you'll like this. It's some of the best music I've heard from him. It's really impressive that he's that old. Send me some love and talk to your daughter. I love Buddy Guy, man. Been to his club a few times. Wow, a few months back. Wow, that's cool, man. That's really cool. I seen a video where I watched a video with him in his club being interviewed, and I see that big picture of him up on the wall. So yeah, that's very cool. Chicago Blues. I dig old Buddy Guy. I play that song. Oh, I missed something. It took me a long time, man, to learn that thing. But it's all in the A minor pentatonic. That song is so in the A minor. That's hard to do on acoustic. Hey, take off. I mean, take off. All right, dude. I'm going to take off too. Hey, thanks for, got work tomorrow. Right on, man. What time is it in Chicago? Is it later there? I bet it is, huh? Let's see, 8:30? What is it, like 9:30 over there? Thanks for coming and saying hi, man. I really appreciate it. You're one of my peeps. You're one of my people. Oh, same time? All right, bud. Maybe one of these days when I start traveling around and we get up close to where you live, we meet up and have lunch or something. I don't drink, so no booze. But we could definitely get some grub. All right, brother. Good night. Have a good one. Don't work too hard tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, man. Kind of take it easy, okay? All right, buddy. Talk to you later. I'm going to get out of here, everybody. So, peace out. Thanks for watching my show tonight. I really do appreciate it. And, yeah, I had fun. I hope you did too. See y'all later.